Oh. Y'all line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders.
What's up? What's up? I'm streaming online right now. Call me back. You need something? All right, bet. I'm good. I'm online. I'm gonna call you right back.
There to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Yeah, man. Watch me go the fuck off on these niggas one time. Did he catch that bitch in one hand? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say. One hand.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hey, I got PS4. You know I can self-play this game. You can play it with me.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Roughing the passer defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
I saw him stuck his ass. As soon as he threw the ball,
They will run with Singletary. And he loses the football the 2nd time. This is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drive?
How you do that?
Yep.
3 fumbles.
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He was 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Matt Milano. Well, that was too far for a field goal try. Ain't a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 42 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26 yards.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, he really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
First down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that likely to be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A gain of 8 and a first down.
First
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
First down, lines have been complete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Oh, my God.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for the offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Micah Hyde, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw.
You said what? You said what? What? What, nigga? Where they at? All right, look. Nah, shit, chilling in a nice, good, clean house by myself. You know what I'm saying? Nice, good, clean house. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me? I know shit laying around, stole, clean, everything.
No way.
Yes, way.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them to bring some Rellos.
All right, man, hold on.
Tell them to bring me some woods.
couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Escape. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Good for a save.
On first down, Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On first down, Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Stephen Hupp.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At the 37-yard line.
There's Breeze. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another connection between...
Hey, you gotta look at this shit right here, bro. This shit was hard.
The two, this one good for 12 and a first down.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now, Breeze again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Gain of 5. Brings up second.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Absolutely nowhere. Losing a yard or two. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down.
I'm at the crib. Is it the same dude for Biggs? All right, bet. Because he talking about he had a play coming too, quarter. Yeah. What that nigga man say? Yeah. He want to get the computer. He want to get the thing, but he want to use the cheapest. He want to use the cheapest software. He said, fine. I'm like, bro, why don't you just buy the real Pro Tools? Because if you buy the real Pro Tools, all you gotta do is send it to the next nigga and let them do what they do. All you gotta do is record it. He said, I'm just gonna use Logic Pro. Alright. So I said, nah, I'm just gonna get my own shit. That's what I told her. I ain't gonna go for this shit. I mean, it ain't nothing bad, man. With me, I'm like, take it with you. I guess he feel like niggas ain't gonna take care of it or something. Well, I don't know. When he called me, I FaceTime him and showed him how the house was. I said, bro, this is clean. I said, wow, what? I think this bitch up. Huh? Yeah, look at this bitch up. I'm looking for the motherfucking key to the house. I got it in my pocket. Look at this shit. You know them people came over here too. The people for the couch. No, they just said they brought a notice to the door. Yeah, I wish I was here. I wasn't here. I guess Dez them was here, bro. Them niggas don't be answering the door and shit. No. I left a little thing on the door that said, look like we missed you. We'll come back on that day. We really need to, I want to go move at that other spot, bro. I want to live at that other spot where we got some motion in it. I want to move to a big ass building, bro. A big ass building where we got motion in, where we see new faces every day. You said that downstairs? All right, D. All right, D. All right, D.
The 23.
The tackle made by Demario Davis.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you call it.
And he found it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here live in New Orleans. 21. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Breeze now on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there, because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. Same touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench area.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. He'll try. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Allen on the keeper.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. Close out the game, then to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but Now, I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Finding Knox there, complete. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 52 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long on the ground. Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. 9-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And it's caught red-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.